Hello, hello, and welcome back to Nately Nightly. Let's see if I can't turn that sound up so it's picked up. That's good. Anyways, hello, hello. New update of Limbus Company, which has introduced a new mirror dungeon that I'm going to be diving into and maybe making a weekly thing. Hello there, Crystal Wing. Anyway, before we do get to that dungeon, we do have some new things to roll on. Aw, thank you. Eh, I my sleep schedule was pretty much just wildly out of whack, and I just wasn't able to drag myself into streaming for a good bit. But hey, now I'm back, and hungrier than ever. Now, I do really want these because Rupture is one of my favorite things to build around because hello, hello, Vicky. But I also do want Red Eyes because she really needs her ego filled in. So I think I'm going to go with this, however. Ooh. You guys are, as always, my good luck charms. Big Hong Lu. Really like that art. And, wow, got both of them. That's excellent. Right, I guess I can just roll on this then. So glad you guys are here. How are you all doing, by the way? Indeed. I do believe I called someone my lucky four-legged rabbit. And yeah, I very much like Gregor. So, let's go over to Sinners and uptie these. A murmur faintly echoes in the room. As candlelights waver, so too does the white writing brush in the child's hand, imbued with red ink. The child ceaselessly writes red letters on yellow talismans. Ooh, he's got blood on him. Or maybe he's running his fingers bloody. He's writing down complicated spells of wishes and curses, targeting at somebodies. Could the child have learned this art of thaumaturgy? Probably not. Then, was it the group the child belongs to, the Technology Liberation Alliance, that taught him how to make talismans? That wouldn't be the case either. Perhaps he's making sheets of paper containing tremendous technology, aiding his group's terrorist attacks? No, that simply couldn't be. What the child did was simply fight for a few fights, wearing the ego his group borrowed for his end-ground levels of L-Corp facility. However, the child does seem immersed in this craft of talismans and dark arts. Rather than putting on the ego and using it as a tool, it was as though he became one with the ego, or the abnormality itself, putting the things in its mind to action as if possessed. That's right. Most ego will try to encroach on its user and corrode them. It's said that uttering someone else's words as if they're your own and copying whatever they do eventually makes you no different from that person, right? then it may only be natural that using someone else's mind like a tool gradually assimilates yours into it, forgetting yourself as if it has taken it. It would be wise to have someone else take the child's ego off before it corrodes him further, but it doesn't look like the organization he belongs to will be eager to do so, considering the excellent compatibility and results he's been showing. All that talk of assimilation. How fun. And then you. Let's get a bit more thread. That should be enough. Well, everyone's a snack, but not everyone's lucky. I'm just lucky to have you as a snack. Is it a deployment order? You'll be calling me more often in the future? That's wonderful. I've been terribly bored. The child spent his days and nights inside that glass tube. It was to keep him at the most stable state, as K-Corp determined. In that coffin of glass, the child's body sleeps all the time. Until he's woken up from the outside, that is. Ah, hard at work as usual, I see. The ones that come here earlier left for lunch, I presume. Have you had your meal? What did you eat today? Not interested in food talk? Then don't you ever get tired of yapping like that every day? Aw, I'm lucky to know you too, Vicky. Ah, you're looking at me in the eye at least. Perhaps the researcher was taking a moment to regret pressing the button to wake the child up. Amongst the employees in the Excision staff in K-Corp, those belonging to Class 3 spend all of their time outside deployment to missions in those glass tubes. Since Class 3 staff inject themselves with heavy doses of ampule more often than most other employees, they're forced to live in these tubes to raise the compatibility. The ampules could decay them if configurations were ever so slightly off. I'm just amazed you can blather on as soon as you get up. It's not just ordinary sleep, you're put in suspended animation. Well, it's something I could get used to. As they mentioned, their sleep is different from what we would normally think. The consciousness is put into a state of total suspension. Even the subconscious thoughts that change in dreams have the risk of causing decay. Yet, the child doesn't seem to be affected by its after effects. He looks refreshed, rather. Ha! I can't go outside when I want to, as you know. How else can I relieve this boredom? Seriously, I have no idea how you ended up here. You'd have landed in any other department if it wasn't for your ampule compatibility. I wouldn't say so. It was my grandmother who sent me here. Your grandmother? That's right. She told me to see more of the city and learn how the world goes. So, basically, you got here by nepotism, right? And your grandmother is someone with power. Is excision really the kind of job to favor, though? Instead of laughter, the child replied by making bubbles. When the researcher looked up in a hurry to see what was going on, they only found the child smiling with his eyes closed. You frightened me for a second. Oh, I just laughed because it was funny. Well, I don't know what my grandmother was thinking, and frankly, don't care. But I do think it's not bad to try this kind of work. An alarm buzzed around the wrists of the researcher who was looking at the child with mixed feelings. Here's something to clear your boredom. You're up for a deployment. Aha! I knew it. The child took little time to arrive at the location where the order was made. All right, I'll commence the excision now. Spinning his weapon around, the child rushed at his enemy. For someone who was at work, he looked exceedingly delighted. It's like he was excited to have new experiences. How fucked up. Hello, Oval. How are you? Yep. There's a new Limbus company update out with brand new Mio dungeons that I really want to check out. Let's see. Tremor is tempting. You know what? Yeah, let's go Tremor. You, 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 and you. I think we want the healing from that. Definitely want Rose Spanner, Pursuance, Screw Loose, Teleport AED, LCBB, LCCB, Rociante, Order. Rose Spanner Workshop, yep. Let's see. And of course, Rose Spanner him. Love Gregor. Just a very cool character. Now, let's see. / blunt. I believe... Yeah, let's just go this way. Spice Bush Ego is pretty fun. Though, no spoilers for anything. The way Tremor works is that stagger values are actually moved up. So thus enemies become easier to kill because stagger makes all damage into fatal damage, which means they're easy to wipe out in a few hits. And yeah, that identity has the only AoE attacks so far. Only AoE basic attacks so far, which makes it super cool. Let's try out this. Person stands in the square. They look it this way, waving an arm. The cavity in their head may be an eye or a bullet hole. If it is, it must have been the work of the revolver in their hand. That person points the gun at you. Approach. You don't feel the pointed gun. Even if they were to pull the trigger, it doesn't matter how many times the hammer strikes. You know the bullet will hit that person's head. In the blink of the eye, the gun aimed at their own temple is soon fired. The person was gone, leaving an ashen coat on the floor. Yeah, that's an old one, though apparently there was a ton of more new abnormality events, which I'm very interested to get into. I've heard my favorite abnormality has a aberration here. Also, we now keep the sins. And there's always banging music. Tree, Chainsaw Guy, and Riot Lady. Love this artwork. Ooh, Coffee and Cranes. That's a good one. So apparently this thing has 5 floors, I think, instead of the usual 3 for the other one. Excellent. Nice. And let's see this boss. Ah, the standard Ting Tang Rush. I am really liking how they're giving more identities to what was formerly less used status effects. Because now we have far more tremor IDs, along with rupture and more charge, with both Rose Spanner and AED, which is a cool little electric centipede that we're probably going to use. Ooh, wrist guards. 5 plus charge, get 1 damage up. Poise. Sloth of Blunt. Let's go with this since we do have several charge IDs. Combat participant limit +1. Nice. Seems interesting. Cow. She is very good because, well, she is very good in a clash, which really helped me go through Canto 4, which is what story mode chapters are called, for those who haven't played this. I do like the fact that they up the amount of people in combat. Feels like a real smackdown. And the fact that you earn Stardust from going through these makes it really interesting to try out different builds and keep on going. Ooh. I don't want that, but I guess I have to take it. I don't want to unstagger enemies, really. Oh well, I guess I have to take it. Particle effects on Spice Bush are very nice to look at. I mean, I suppose it combos well with how much stagger I'm doing, but it is, I think, better to just have the stagger. since that doubles all damage dealt to it. Oh, the target. Ooh, mysterious woman in an umbrella. Ooh, finally, 6 on 6. Which actually means I can now do this identity. Ego. I actually haven't used it before since it's the final reward on the battle pass. Nice. And see how easily that reduces all those enemies. I am quite a fan of reduction, if you grasp my meaning. Churning and squirming and... Indeed. So what is this? Spencer's hum fills the air. It knows what we want. It also knows what it wants. Ooh. Whenever an ally deals HP damage to enemies with a ooh, yes, we want that. And we'll save for next time. Lovely. Even more tremor damage. Let's show off AED. Okay, everyone. Nope. Assault. Okay. Just look at that tremor stacking up. Fry you just enough to kill. I do like my meat cooked. Fuse. The knot of desires must be undone. I guess I can't get Aval to do it. I'm sure they know a lot about knots of desires. Ooh, yes, that's good. I was saying you would know about knots of desires. Let's get talisman. Seems like straight ahead is the best bet. Exactly. That's what I thought. If I ever do have a hole problem, Vicky, I'll certainly call you. Whether it's filling or examining one. Why, happily, Vicky. My cute little butt snack. Oh, I could not agree more, Avel. Mexico filter. Ah, 4 against 6. How fun. That is fair. And there they go. We have quite a bit of gloom, so we'll do that. There, that's better. For some reason in particular combat, it always seems to want to leave my sinners open, which is odd, but yes, exactly. Multi-target skill. Okay. That's good. And let's overclock this for a multi-target skill. Because while that specific ego can heal others, can't heal itself. Big damage. And bursts tremor. Well, of course. Bursting out of clothing, underwear, skin. Wow, that was quick. Mysterious sack. Rupture on enemies, speed values. 3 costs for each enemy defeated. Ooh, standard duty battery. I have to get battery, that's just too good. Damn. Oh well. That battery is extremely good for doing rupture damage. And basically it makes every attack deal 3 more damage. Flat. Let's do that. Overclock them and do a ton of damage. Just a little more. I've heard that plenty of times. Lovely. Bursting them and rupturing them. Quick and easy destruction. How violent. Two random allies get +2 charge. Abnormality combat encounter, 2 damage up to all allies. Loosely hunt. Usually the final boss of one of these is an abnormality. So, ooh. Let's do this so we can pick her up. Because while Heathcliff, it does do tremor stuff, it also sucks. That's what we like to see. Instantaneously eliminated. Ooh, wobbling fluid. I like the sound of that. Fly, broken wings. Very good song that was composed for this. It's actually on YouTube now, which I definitely say to check out. I'm really dreading Railway 2, because we failed hard. Well, I failed hard on last time. So close. 122 instead of 120. I'm doing quite well. Happy to get back to streaming and the like. And of course you can rub or get in my stomach. Depending on how you're feeling, cutie. Ooh. More gloom. Rodion skill. Ooh, sun shower. I really need her. Oh well. Heathcliff just really isn't good enough. And she has one of the best healing egos in the game. Speaking of lovely dragons, how are you doing, Oval? Aw, cute. Aw, well, I'm here. Feel free to talk to me. I'm happy to answer questions or chatter on about just about anything. Ooh. Remove a part of the wire. Usually taking things is how one gets. Smoke and wires. Allies inflict twice as much bleed. Enemies with bleed lose 2 speed. Interesting. I wonder if that combos with that flower. Ooh, these guys. There. Imperfect imitation is a bit of a biatch to deal with. Damn. Ah, nice. Yeah, I like that. 3 fixed damage. Let's go with this.
준비는 끝났습니다. 명령 대기.
응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴
Let's actually heal with him.
무력화. 제대로 찝었군.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
직접 나서서. 예측대로. 쓰러져. 한건 했고. 한건 했고.
That was fast. Honestly, this dungeon didn't take as long as I thought it would. Ooh. Ooh, sticky muck. Charge type gloves. +5 charge. Child within a flask. Sticky mud. I think that'll be good.
준비는 끝났습니다. 명령 대기.
Everything's looking in tip top.
최선을 다해보지. 방금 벌레 말을 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
교전 시작합니다. 걸려라. 표적 확인. 표적 완전 무력화.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Actually, no. Let's use... Oh, no. We don't want to overclock because that doesn't heal. There.
교전 시작합니다.
우효타. 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
이 장품이
나를 열심히 본 보람이.
한건 했고.
Good, good. How delectable. I really want to go down there and see what other events there are, since we've only been getting events that have been encountered before.
최선을 다해보지. 방금 벌레 말을 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야? 시동 걸어볼까? 그렇지. 너너는 우효타. 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
She's a good finisher. Ah, damn, but commemorative coin is very good. That's also very good.
예상했던 결과다. 가보지.
I'm eager to see what the final boss is. I hope it's something new.
응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내게 해보자고.
Yeah, let's heal up since everyone lost a bit of HP and SP to that. And the fun thing is, with commemorative coin, it heals twice.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
이 장품은
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
표적 완전 무력화.
다시 못 살겠군.
Well, that was quick. Tone 1. Ooh, more charge. And final boss is weak to gloom. Let's see, let's see. Ooh.
응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내게 해보자고.
Yeah. Let's do that. And yes.
좋아. 방금은 전략이 승리야. 계속 밀어붙이자.
이 장품은
밀어붙이려면 지금이야. 승리가 눈앞에 있거든. 혼자만 살아야 한다. 승리를 위해서라.
Very important to early on in combat pop the important egos to activate the passives. Sun shower against sun shower.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
감려라.
부위 하나가 박살났군. 근사한 한 방이었어.
That looks good.
시동 걸어볼까?
여행은
The
목적이
Odyssey had a purpose. One of the most memed on phrases from this game.
여행은 목적이 있었지.
복을 구하고 싶다면 정성을 들여 빌어보시오.
표적 완전 무력화. 그래도 언제나 추월할 수 있는 거니까.
And that's that. The very first run of Mio Dungeon 2 for me.
개화하였구려. 이 순간을 어딘가에 담고 싶군.
Nice. That gives me a bit more shards.
동지의 야경은 언제 봐도 간사하지. 저 많은 빛들 중에 내 것이 없다는 건 문제지.
Actually, let's see. This is actually better than rolling on Ryoshu's Spider-Bud thing. Because egos don't really have a rate up. They're exceedingly rare anyway. And basically, if I get an ego, it's going to be Spider-Bud. But it's very rare to get an ego, so let's just get it out right on stream. Now, let's have a taste. And
동지의 야경은 언제 봐도 간사하지. 저 많은 빛들 중에 내 것이 없다는 건 문제지.
just enough. I've always had my eye on you. How tasty. Let's just thread exchange. Get a bit more from
썩 나쁘지 않을
that.
수 없어.
And let's see. Clashman, inflict bind. Hungry eyes looming over. Predator. Sounds perfect. And now I once again have every identity and every ego. Let's see what the phrases are. The links will like this. The blank opened. The spider, the eyes. Ah, well, I think that's a good place to end it. Thanks to all those that tuned in. I'm going to probably resume regular streaming, since I rather enjoy doing these mere dungeon runs, and of course we have an entire galaxy to conquer in Stellaris. But for now, good night. I have been Neatly Nightly.